Hey everybody, this is Friday night. It is June the 7th, 2024. 28 years ago, on a Friday night actually. 28 years ago in 1996, on a Friday night, June 7th, 1996, I graduated from high school. Oh! You put gravel down! Oh, that's nice! So I've been at work today, and AJ has been covering for me. Oh, I see what you've done. I see. AJ's been covering for me, trying to film his dad, and I'm impressed that AJ didn't have such a wobbly video. He's normally very wobbly, but nevertheless, he did film his dad while I was at work, so that's nice. Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah, I figured I'd clean the teeth one last time. Anyway, so I got the window in.
And you're okay having that cracked? I'm okay?
I ain't worried about that crack.
All right.
I mean, how many times am I going to be looking through that window anyway?
All right, but...
my head doesn't twist around like yours does.
Steven calls me the bobblehead. He calls me the bobblehead. Oh, I see you spray painted the duct tape. So you actually have duct tape on that? Is the duct tape gonna hold?
It's holding it, ain't it?
But the filter's sticking out.
So what?
Is that okay?
The part that's working is working.
All right. So if you saw from the other video that I uploaded this morning, this is a wait. I'm telling everybody what this is. This is a Peterbilt windshield. And I put up a video this morning that was filmed last night that Steven is repurposing a Peterbilt windshield, and it fit almost perfectly.
Yeah, I got that. I got two of them. Forget, it was like 6 years ago or something like that.
For your Peterbilt.
Actually, I had 4 of them. 2 of them I put in, and one of them I broke, and anyway. So.
But that's so wonderful that you're able to reuse that you're able to repurpose. So again, he duct taped it in there, and then he spray painted. You got black spray paint, but
it's not black.
It's not.
No, it's called stone.
That's a technicality.
It's called stone. It's gray.
It may be called stone, but it's black. Okay. So
you see that antenna sticking out right there?
Oh, what's the antenna for?
You ever seen that before?
No.
Well, just stay right there and watch what happens when they touch that antenna.
When you touch the antenna?
Yeah. Are you watching?
Okay.
Can't get in, can you? Can you get in?
No.
Well, grab the antenna. And voila!
Oh, how cool!
So, I also got all this new rubber around on the door.
Here, why don't you take the phone and show them?
Here, ladies and gentlemen. So I put rubber all the way around the door. And down here too. And around there. And I got all that sealed up. Also sealed this up. Which one of these pieces fell off when I was moving the cab. So, this piece right here. Yeah, I'll have to work on that. But there we go. So I got all the windows sealed up so I don't have any air leaks. So I got all the air leaks taken care of. I got all the bird's nest out of here. I got the whole place cleaned up. I kind of dirtied it up a little while ago, but got the whole place cleaned up, vacuumed up there. Anywho, I was gonna close the door and turn on the air conditioner, but I guess I won't.
Well, wait a second. Let's brag on AJ. Come here, AJ. Come here. Turn the camera.
I broke the key because I've been in and out of here so many times. I broke a key and I had to fish it out, and I had to take the little rubber fitting that goes around that keeps the water out. I'll put it back on. So So, and I got the gauge on right there, that pressure gauge. The hose is a little long in the back, so I couldn't put the back screws in, the bottom screws. It doesn't matter, it's tight, nothing can get in behind it, so it's good. Now I can watch it, and in fact, I experimented with it today in the gravel, and while I was experimenting, I got to watch how it works, and I got the hoses on for the door, and everything's operational except for this door handle, and you saw how I got in was through the antenna. So,
but I mean, how does the antenna thing? I don't get it. How does something so
there's a latch up here, and I drilled a hole. That's why I had to clean those bird nests out, because up here were bird nests. Well, that's where the latch is, up there. So now it's airtight. You see it's got rubber all the way around. All the way around. She's airtight. All you put one in, all you got to do is grab the antenna. So.
Wow. Now is that a safety measure where you can't open the door from the outside like that? Is that a safety measure?
What?
How for somebody not to be able to open the door from the outside, is that a safety measure? I mean, why is it designed where, I know you rigged it up, but is that
the door handle was busted off right here, Ruthie. When I got it, it did not have a door handle.
Okay.
It was gone. And so the door handle's been missing for a long, long time.
Right, we've talked
That's
about.
why the door stayed open. That's why that back glass was busted out.
Okay.
Because that was the only way they can get in here when the door handle broke.
Okay.
So they had to go through the back glass.
Right.
That's why that back glass was missing. The back glass was missing because the door handle got broke. And the door handle is not fixed. So they left the back glass out. So therefore they just kept the door open. And that's why there's a bird's nest up there, because the birds are like, oh, nice place to make a house.
Right.
Door's wide open.
Now, are you going to be able to sandblast it?
Anyway, so I got all that stuff taken care of. Used an antenna. Now you can get in from the outside. Don't have to crawl in through the back window.
That's nice.
And then I sealed the door up so it's no more air leaks. I'm repeating myself.
And would you be able to sandblast that glass?
I haven't got to the glass yet.
But
Okay.
do you think you can?
Haven't got to the glass yet. I will try when I get a chance.
Okay. Hello. Well, let's brag on
So,
AJ.
after I did that, ladies and gentlemen, after I done that, guess what? My air conditioner didn't work. So I got it all airtight to enjoy the air conditioner. And the air conditioner didn't work. I know I look horrible. Why? We just won't look at me because I've had so much hay and dry grass in my eyeballs, nose, and ears and all over my body. It ain't even funny. So I go over here because I can see the valves to the air conditioner to charge it. And I was like, well, okay. And I went to take that bolt out and there was no way. It wasn't coming out. I lifted this dude up and put this lock in place, and it still couldn't get that off. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll lift the cab. The video says you can just lift it up with your puny little arms. Guess what? That cab ain't getting lifted because it has all this metal kit on it all the way around, and it's got a metal kit on top, and then it's got that 500,000 pound thing on top of it. So guess what? Hercules isn't lifting this cab up.
And who's Hercules?
So I got Herculean forklift over here and lifted it up, and then once I got it up, then I was able to get this door off, and it wasn't undercharged. Somebody overcharged it, and that's why it wasn't working. So I let the pressure out, and it started working again. But I also noticed that my fuel filters were in there, and I'm like, well, what would I do? What would I do if I was out on a job in the mountains or wherever, and it sucked up water, and I needed to change the fuel filters. What would I do? I would have to come home and get the forklift and go back out there and lift it all up? Oh, that's ridiculous when all you need to do is get into this door, but you couldn't get in the door without lifting the cap. So guess what? I cut it right here, little rubber thing. I left the two bolts out, one there and one there. Only bolt that's holding it is that one. She's tight, and all you got to do is lift this arm up and put this orange bar in the lock position, and take out that bolt, and you can get into the fuel filters from here. So I fixed that problem, because there ain't no way I'm going to go home and get my forklift. So, and let's see, what else did I do? Oh, so I cleaned the blades one last time, and noticing, check it out, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to notice something. I don't expect y'all gonna pay attention.
Hey, all right, hold on a second before he makes an appearance. Hey, AJ, stand in front of the camera.
No, y'all, hush. So, after I did that, I wanted to clean the blades one last time, and it's a wonder I haven't died, because look at this tooth. It is loose. This bolt is loose. So this thing could have very well flew out and went right through the bulletproof door and put a knot right through my head. And look at here, there's another one that's loose. So there's two of them that are loose. So after cleaning them on the rocks, I wouldn't do that if I had my good ones on there, but cleaning it on the rocks, I found out that I had two that are loose. That one's loose and this one's loose, and that one there is going to be fun to get it off. Look at the metal that's smashed up against the nut, so that's going to be real fun. And
so what do you mean you cleaned them on the rocks? Explain.
You see how clean this gate is? Mm-hmm. It was all ucky looking. Well, just by running it on the rocks and closing the door, you know, the rocks cleaned it. It was like getting a sandblast. Yeah, like a rock cleaner. So, and that's what you see out there, ladies and gentlemen, how I went through the rocks. Wasn't hurting anything. I just lightly went through it. I mean, I didn't really try to damage it or anything, just lightly touching the rocks. And it cleaned it up for me. And
that was smart.
So, but when I was standing here looking at it, I was wiggling bolts and stuff, and noticed one was loose. Took a hammer and knocked it down loose, and I was like, oh, wow, that guy sent me a picture of one of those flying through the window and killing somebody, and here I have one loose. So, anywho, so ladies and gentlemen, that's my day. Oh, and I also straightened the top of the cab out, because the top of the cab was all smashed down, and I straightened those lights out, and I put the charcoal, the stone color gray, around the front when I was done. So now the cab's all cleaned up, and the guy said keep it clean. So everything is clean. It needs to be cleaned. When I had it open, I cleaned everything underneath, all the hydraulics and around the motor. I cleaned all the radiators, and so everything is clean, top and bottom. Should have no reason to start a fire. So anyway, tomorrow we're gonna work on, I'm gonna get Ruthie to take those off for me.
Oh yeah.
So
Tell me why it's on
Ruthie's got
that.
big muscular arms.
Oh, you're showing my flab? You're showing my flabby
so
arms?
we'll get her to take them off.
Yeah, my nail flab.
Now, they've heard me talk about that skid plate missing.
Well,
So here's the skid plate, ladies and gentlemen. See the skid plate on this right here? So we back up, look at it. See this? It looks like a skid plate, like on a snowmobile. This one's missing, so I'll have to build one, because I ain't got enough money to buy one right now. So we're barely able to buy groceries right now. So
brag on AJ for filming you.
So AJ made a video today, and Ruthie says he did a good job. So we're bragging on AJ.
We're bragging on you. You weren't as wobbly this time. So maybe you're not going to be Wobbly Camera Productions anymore. So So we're bragging on you.
So y'all were arguing and trying to interrupt the video and trying to sidetrack me until before I got finished with what I did today. And that was the whole reason why we came out here, was to do that. But you certainly were trying everything you could to interrupt. So now that it's done, what's the issue? No, it was you and your mom that was over there riding your lips. Now what's going on?
But yeah, your mother went to work today, and you took up my job of of filming. So good job. Kudos to AJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. So 15:56. Have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun wherever you are. God bless.
Later. Peace.
Peace of a later.